Everyone at Fort Carson thought she was just another nervous recruit, until the arrogant cadet grabbed her by the arm. That was the moment the sunlit yard went silent, and a legend was about to be born. Before I tell you what happened next, tell me in the comments where you're watching from. I love knowing who's listening. The morning was bright, the Colorado air sharp with the smell of dust and diesel. The cadets were lining up for their drills, boots clattering against concrete. Among them stood her, Elena Raines, quiet, composed, eyes hidden behind aviator shades. Nobody knew that before this assignment. She'd been deep in Black Ops terrain training special forces, an alpha combat instructor in civilian disguise, sent to evaluate the base's new batch of recruits. But arrogance doesn't see what humility hides. Cadet Tyler Graves strutted across the courtyard, laughter in his voice, power in his stride. The kind of man who mistook confidence for dominance. He nudged his friend and nodded toward Elena. "New girl looks lost," he sneered. "Bet she can't tell a rifle from a radio." He approached, boots echoing. "You're standing in the wrong formation, sweetheart," he said, gripping her arm like he owned the ground she stood on. Elena didn't flinch. Her pulse was calm. Her eyes lifted to meet his, slow and steady. "Let go," she said quietly. The others laughed. Someone muttered, "This should be good." Then it happened. In one seamless motion, she twisted his wrist, dropped her weight, and had him face first in the dust before anyone could even breathe. The courtyard froze. The flag above them fluttered in the wind, the only sound in a field of silence. Tyler struggled, face burning red, pride shattered. What the hell was that?" Elena stepped back, adjusted her sleeve, and said, "That was restraint." Rumors spread before lunch. By noon, the story had reached the commanding officers. By evening, everyone knew the new girl had taken down one of the loudest cadets in a single move. But Tyler wasn't done. Pride is a dangerous enemy. It makes men foolish. He waited for her at the training ground the next day, ready to prove himself. The air shimmered with heat, and cadets gathered quietly along the perimeter. No one wanted to miss it. Tyler barked, "You think you can humiliate me in front of everyone? Let's see you handle a combat course. Loser buys the unit dinner." Elena's lips curved slightly. "You sure about that?" He nodded. The whistle blew. What followed was not a race. It was a revelation. While Tyler charged ahead, burning his energy too fast, Elena moved like water, fluid, efficient, unstoppable. She scaled the wall without a grunt, rolled through the mud with precision. Every motion controlled, every landing soft. When she hit the firing range, her shots sliced through the air like whispers of wind, each target falling dead center. The crowd murmured. Someone whispered, "That's not rookie training. That's special forces." When she crossed the finish line, seconds before Tyler collapsed behind her, she simply saluted the instructor and said, "Sir, course complete." Tyler bent over, gasping. Who are you?" Elena turned to face him. For a brief second, the sun caught her dog tags, engraved not with a recruit's name, but a call sign known only to top-tier command, Viper 1. The realization hit like thunder. The same woman he mocked, the one he grabbed in arrogance, was the Alpha Combat Pro sent to evaluate their readiness. The base fell silent again, and this time, it wasn't out of shock, it was respect. Days later, Tyler knocked on her office door. He stood straighter, quieter. "Ma'am," he said. "I was out of line. I'm sorry." Elena nodded. "You weren't out of line, cadet. You were untrained. Now you're learning." He smiled weakly. "Can I learn from you?" For the first time she smiled too. "You already are." Because true strength doesn't shout. It stands silent and unshakable, until tested. And sometimes, the brightest lessons begin, under the brightest sun, where pride meets its shadow. If this story moved you, drop a comment below and tell me, what does real strength mean to you? Don't forget to subscribe for more untold stories of courage, justice, and redemption.